Hello. Marfinite hand, arachnodactyl. Anyway, we're going to talk today quickly about why we can see so-called white people's veins there. Like, you know, I'm supposed to be white. Why can you see my blue-green veins there? It's because we actually have semi-transparent skin. You know, the skin is transparent. It's not white. Why is it transparent? So, in the Northern Europe, so-called Western climate, we can go outside in the sun, right? And we don't get much sun over here, so we can spend a small amount of time in the sun, and we would get sufficient solar nutrition. You know, we would get solar nutrition because we have transparent skin here. The solar energy goes straight into our veins, so the haemoglobin, etc., your vitamin D. There's a lot more than vitamin D there, but it hits our veins straight away. So you know, we have. I've got some calluses there. Don't worry about that. We have transparency in our skin. That's why you see our veins. If you shine a light through like a transparent person's fingers or skin, the light will shine through and you will see it light up at the other end. If you do that with somebody who's heavily eumelanated, somebody who's got very dark skin, the light won't shine through because eumelanated dark skin is designed for, you know, sub-Saharan African climates. It's not designed for a Western climate. Now, why is this important? It's important because we see not just people who are melanated with eumelanin, we have pheomelanated people. So people with red hair, transparent skin, that's pheomelanin, the red pigment. We have the red pigment and transparent skin, freckles, pheomelanin. Then you have eumelanin, which is the dark pigment. So people with the dark pigment, right? If they're in the Western climate, such as Northern Europe, they will not get sufficient sunlight. So we can, you know, transparent people can stay out in the sun. You know, we get sufficient solar energy in a short amount of time. Whereas somebody with eumelated skin, they stay out in a Western climate, they don't get enough sun, and they lead to depression and other things. Certain diseases are because of solar deficiency. Furthermore, girls who wear veils, so Muslims who wear veils, the Muslims who wear veils, it's found that in the studies, they have the same kinds of illnesses and deficiencies of people with eumelanated skin in the West. So if you've got eumelanated, heavily melanated skin, and you're in the Western climate, Northern Europe, where there's not much sun, you're getting similar deficiencies to women who wear veils because they're not getting the sun. And that's pretty important, you know. We have transparent skin. It's not exactly white. We have transparent skin here. You can see the veins. See the blue-green veins. See them all there. See the blue-green veins, yeah? I've got a marfinite hand here. Yeah, arachnodactyl. Marfinite hand. So yeah, phone home. Yeah, ooh. So yeah, it's important. It's important because it's science. So during the lockdown, everybody gets locked down. They say that COVID, so-called COVID, is racial and it's hurting black people more than whites. No. There is no black and white. There's people with transparent skin, there's people with pheomelanin, and people with eumelanin. So the people with pheomelanin, red transparent skin, we can stay out just a short amount of time and get sufficient solar nutrition, whereas the people with darker skin, eumelanated skin, they're during lockdown, they don't get enough sunlight, so they've got more deficiencies, more illnesses, more viruses, you know, more flu, more cold, just lower immunity in general. And it's important, you know, because it's not a racial thing. It's the lockdown is killing people, and the lockdown is affecting eumelanated people, so people with eumelanated skin, because they're not getting enough sunlight. It's that simple, you know. Their immunity drops because eumelanated skin has to stay out in sub-Saharan African sun for a long time. And, you know, people with transparent skin, we get a temporary tan. So we can go out for a short amount of time, we get the solar nutrition, then our body starts to get a temporary tan. That's to protect us from excess solar radiation. So there's that level of it as well, where we have the ability to have a temporary tan when we need it in the winter, through the summer. Then, you know, during winter that tan will wear off, and then we can get the winter sunlight and get sufficient solar nutrition. Whereas, you know, somebody with eumelanated skin or a woman wearing a veil, they're not going to get that. You know, they have to take the veil off and stand in sub-Saharan African sun or some equivalent, you know. It's that simple. So the lockdown, it's the lockdown that's affected people, lowered their immunity, you know, and it's affecting eumelanated people and people with veils more simply because they do not have transparent skin. So, you know, the bit of sunlight that they was getting during the so-called lockdown, they wasn't getting enough. Whereas somebody like me, we have transparent skin. We can go out for like an hour, not even that, and it goes straight into our veins. Look, it's transparent. It hits the vein, that blue-green vein there. See the blue-green? It hits the vein straight away, and the energy goes straight in there. Hemoglobin, vitamin D, all that stuff. Anyway, that's it. That's the science of it. Yeah, Marfanoid hand, Akhenaten, Giordano Bruno. Well, yeah, phone home.